Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This isn't going to be too long. It's the morning time. I gotta get ready for work. But I do feel like someone has a message, so I'm just going to get right into the spread. I'm just going to do a quick little Celtic cross and see what the message is. Happy Friday. I kind of can't believe it's like almost mid-July. Crazy. It's starting to get hot. Justice was in here from a different deck, so maybe that's something for somebody. That deck's not even out here. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get a little more message for collective. Maybe you need to know something for the weekend. Maybe. Queen of Wands popped out. Alright, let's see what we get. Whoa. First three cards. Current situation, judgment, your challenge the devil, root of the problem, root of the situation, death. Whoa. Recent past, Queen of Cups. What's on your mind is Knight of Pentacles. Near future is Eight of Pentacles. Current energy is Page of Pentacles. Your environment is Eight of Swords. Hopes and fears, Nine of Swords. And best possible outcome, the Empress. We have a lot of major arcana. Alright, let's see. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Cups. That's nice. So. I think what I'll do, you know, I like to shuffle. I'll see what comes out while I'm shuffling and looking at these. So judgment, okay. So I feel like your current kind of situation, you're clearly assessing your situation. Your challenge is the devil, so that's going to be why is everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? That. So whatever your little hang-ups are, that you don't want to look at, that you're kind of brushing to the side, that you're like, you have to at this point. I think that's a little rough. It gets rough when you get down to the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, the root of all this is death, which is you know, death and rebirth, basically. Shedding of your old skin, changing of cycles, starting a new life. So, all the best intentions come with little hang-ups that we have to get through. Your recent past, Queen of Cups. You know, this could have been either a Queen of Cups who has come into your vicinity to prompt this wanting to change and kind of assess your life a little bit. And then prompting you to treat yourself in more of a Queen of Cups type of way, right? The Knight of Pentacles, what's on your mind is, I think you're at the precipice of change, regardless of which path you choose to go on. There's going to be change. One might be a little easier of a transition from where you are now, and one might take a little bit more work in your mind. It's maybe a little different from your kind of current lifestyle. It's a little, you have to fit a little bit. You have to work at it a little bit more. I don't think you normally have to. I feel like you kind of can just chameleon into situations. In this one, I feel like you might be wondering if you can. It's like this is, you have to just be real. That's the only way you can approach a situation. There's no schmooze. There's no facade. You can't. And I think that's a little jarring. You can't let your persona speak for you. Eight of Pentacles for near future. It looks like putting in work. To me, you know, dedication and hard work. So, whether there's another person involved or not, I think you're putting in the work to change your life. Take care of yourself. Page of Pentacles for your current energy. Yeah, this is new. This is kind of like, again, epiphany type of thing. Your environment, Eight of Swords. I think your environment could be you're feeling trapped, clearly. What's interesting is this Eight of Swords, she doesn't have a blindfold on. So I feel like that's telling me you are noticing how restrictive your environment is. So I don't think that's you stuck in your head. I think it's you opening your eyes and being like, oh, that's why I can't move. It's because of you. Hopes and fears, Nine of Swords. I think it's just whether you're hopeful or you're fearful, whatever you're thinking, it's keeping you up at night. You're planning the what ifs and the good things and the bad things. I think it's all wrapped into a state of anxiety type of unknown. You know, best possible outcome is the Empress. You're gonna gain experience and like you're gonna level up. So, this doesn't seem like a very urgent message. Maybe to you it is. Tell me about the devil. What's the devil? Please tell me about the devil. What is this devil? What's the challenge? I don't want those. These cards are funny because I'll feel like they flip over and they don't. With a thick decks like this, I almost feel like I must pass it because I take chunks at a time and I must miss a section. Thank you. 8 of Wands. The Hangman. 6 of Wands. I just feel like it's happening fast for some reason. You know, I think, you know, things you were trying to manifest in the past, I think weren't, I got the 7 of Pentacles and the Moon. It wasn't turning out the way you thought it was going to, right? So you started to think about taking a different path. And because you started thinking that way, it's out there, right? They're ready. So it started moving because that's what you were supposed to do. And as you're trying to like kind of gain your perspective of how to approach the win, in a way, it's moving. And the reason you weren't seeing the results you wanted is because there was still things that you had to figure out that you didn't know yet, that you weren't ready to kind of like move on. So it was probably making you feel like stagnant, like why can't I move? But now it's kind of just rolling. Whatever was the last little ties you had to cut, lessons you had to learn, 9 of Swords, yeah. I think it's taken a lot for you to get to the point to actually finally start to make the change. It's hard. Yeah, Knight of Wands and the Sun, you're ready to... Something happened to shatter you. Because that's what happens. Something finally... You thought you had been broken. but you weren't. Not yet. Something shattered you and made you get into judgment of yourself. And whatever the last little drudges were to make you be like, this is what I want to do. That's what you've been kind of going through. But you had to decide you had enough of it. Or realize why, what was going on, you know. We couldn't just run from it or act like it didn't happen. Or try to change your life and just put that aside. You can't. Three of Pentacles. You're working on yourself. I feel like that's, you know, utilizing all the tools you have to build the life you want as you're learning along the way, you know. But that's the key, I think, because you are an apprentice of the universe, right? You're an apprentice of the universe, and as you learn your skills, you move on. You get another color on your belt. So maybe that's what this is. Like, you might feel like all of a sudden everything's happening, but it's because of the steps you took to get there. So think about how long it's actually taken. And take a breath and know you're really not going to be handed anything you can't handle. But that's the test. To see if you know that and believe it. I trust myself wholeheartedly. Even maybe when I shouldn't. It's other people that make me question it. Yep. Every time. It's big or small. I know what I wrote at work. I know what I meant. It's a question. I'm like, wait, is that what it was? So, listen to yourself. You've been manifesting this. You just have to work, you did. Either you are in the process of working out those last mirror sessions, because that's what's left. You've probably had those conversations in your mind with people you'll never talk to again to close those doors, but what about with yourself? Yeah. I think it's just a little self-awareness. Alright, well, I'll get one oracle card. Ah, bottom of this deck's 10 of Cups. Perfect. The balance cross. Seek harmony. Align your body, mind, and spirit. Perfect. So, I guess, your message is you're doing okay. And, everything just seems so fast because, like you open the door, right? You've been doing the work, and then now you're there. So, the vacuum took you, and it's go time. It's go time. That's your message. Get ready. Don't wait for this to stop. This is not going to stop, so keep up. Keep your momentum. Yay. Okay. Like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.